What's going on, guys? It's Philip here, Major Bomb, and as promised, I'm going to be doing a review on Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 8, Grotesque, or however you pronounce it. It's a bit late, I know, but we're gonna be talking about everything, not just a review. We're gonna be talking about possibilities, we're gonna be talking about, we're gonna be talking about all the stuff that happened, why it happened, how it happened, how it came to it. So when Fear the Walking Dead left off last May, the Fellowship had, for the first time broken into pieces. They were all separated apart. Nick, Travis, Chris, Medicine, Sister. We were left wondering whether some members, like Daniel, for example, had survived the Mexican compound's literal and figurative explosion. Medicine, Alicia, and Ophelia, and Strand, of course, not to forget him, were headed off for the yacht in a pickup truck, going back to the ship, to the yacht. And Travis went a different direction, choosing it to track down his troubled son, of course, Chris, who's kinda driven crazy. Nick, haunted by all he'd seen, wandered off among a pack of walkers, like he likes to do, telling his mother that they destroyed everything, telling Medicine that everything is lost. With Nick, we picked up again this past Sunday, right, in the new episode, titled Grotesque. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but Fear the Walking Dead's sister show, The Walking Dead, they made an art form of standalone episodes of seasons 2 Chupacabra. When Daryl went off searching for, I think that's the episode where Daryl went off searching for Sophia. And then last season, Sears Not Here, and the entire Terminus half season. Or the flashbacks trope that's become prominent in shows like Lost and Orange. But it was an amazing episode. We got to see Nick's past, what he's been through. We know that Nick's a junkie, and that fact not only shapes his character but provides the most important prism through which to view the entire series. Nick, after all, was the focal point of episode 1. He's the only character we see before the opening credits, and it's the frozen image of him running desperately down the Los Angeles street that becomes the first books of the series. So he gets hit by the car, ends up in the hospital. In those opening scenes, he wakes disoriented and in gutted chapel, stumbling about in search of the girl who had passed out beside him the night before, with no experience of walkers or the disease that creates them. His first encounter with them leaves him with a double vision, I think. The nightmares of 1,000 drug trips fused with a new sort of madness, And in this sense, he's always had a sort of affinity with the walkers. The single character who sees life through their eyes. He is like them. He thinks like them. He's the live version of them. At the same time, he offers us a way of thinking about the walkers, not as a plague that has come upon society, but as a reflection of our own failings. See that? From the beginning of this universe, zombies or walkers offered us a vision of death in life, in none. In fact, even the names of the two series suggest. In the original, we've come to understand that the survivors too are kind of walking dead, and when we place the two groups in relation to one another, We gain interesting perspectives on what it means to be alive and what constitutes living. Nick, however, offers us something entirely new. Neither a dead human nor a human living surrounded by death, but something like a human-zombie hybrid. He is something between a zombie and between a human. He merges into a hybrid. You know, he's drawn to the walkers as no one else is. Even Celia, who seemed to believe in their transcendence, never smeared blood on herself and walked among them. In Grotesque, the new episode 8, Nick's zombie behaviors are even more exaggerated. Not only is he smeared in walker blood all over his body, virtually indistinguishable from them, but he's made to walk as they do. Early in the episode, he struggles with the terrain, giving him a stiff, inhuman gait. Later, a scared young girl beats his legs with a baseball bat, and she beats the shit out of him. And then he loses all his stuff. And finally, he's savagely bitten just below the knee by a pack of white dogs. You know, as an addition to all the other stuff that's happened to him so far, he gets bitten by dogs, which is terrible. Then he was walking along with the rest of the walkers, and then he falls into their habits as well, posing to feed on a dog carcass they've left behind. You know, he's just eating raw dog they've left behind. So it's, you know, we get to see a new whole new vision of The Walking Dead. And we've been asked before, at least on occasion, to sympathize with walkers when loved ones turn, for instance, Sophia, or I don't know, Deanna. You know, we can't help but cringe when they must be put down. Nick's experience, however, is something else entirely. His time among the walkers makes him far more sympathetic to them, as he's amongst them. For instance, when a ruthless group of highwaymen attack them for sport, later he experiences firsthand what it means to utterly be abandoned when he's left to die of thirst on an empty road. Something is being said here about the nature of humans. It's almost the walkers who possess their demon qualities. Yeah, I know they're bloodthirsty, but at least they aren't driven by numbers, you know. And we get to see a lot of other things too, you know. Then he walks alone on the street towards a small city, sits down. He first of all drinks something. He finds a bottle of water, I guess, and then he encounters a group of survivors who lead him to a city, communities of some kind, and you know, you can see a doctor who is treating Nick. Not every one of them speaks English, but the doctor, as far as I know, speaks English. So far, only him. And you know, it looks like we're gonna be seeing more of the doctor and Nick between those two characters, if there's something going to develop between them or not. I don't mean like a relationship or something, but you know, tight friendship. Maybe not. We'll see if maybe that community gets overrun, or how. Like, we have still a lot to see with the other characters too. There's not just Nick. There is like 2 more groups. It's Travis and Chris. Then there's Madison, Strand, and Alicia. We still have a lot to see. And I'm going to do predictions on this one too. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.